Hey everyone, today is the third video of 3 video series on why you need counseling when you are thinking or going through divorce, separation, those kind of things. So we have talked so far about how marriage counseling still helps you protect your children, model for them how to break up amicably, how to do it in the safest, best way for everyone. Also understanding that if you have children, you will still need to work together for your children. So you need to be able to speak in a way that, and break up in a way that doesn't cause a lot of damage. We talked about how spending time learning about what went wrong and what not to do in the future can be very, very powerful. The communication skills that you are going to be using over and over and over again with different relationships with your bosses and employees and children and so on, and that the importance of learning your attachment style and your relationship patterns through this experience so you don't repeat that in the future. So today I want to talk about a couple more topics around this, one of which is the closure. Closure is very important because you get to say the things that you didn't have a chance to say, so you don't end up having that conversation in your head forever. And a licensed, trained therapist can help you provide that safe place where you can hold emotions for each other, hold each other in this way, and unearth all these things that are happening here. There are a lot of pieces here, because a lot of times when a couple goes through a breakup or a separation or divorce, one or both partners have been stewing on it for years. Usually one partner is like 2 years ahead and the other partner is like, what the fuck just happened? Why this happening? Trying really hard, right? So it's really important to slow down and to really give the partner who kind of made up their mind an opportunity to explain themselves and to share this whole process of how it's been going for a long time, and how they've been back and forth, and how they didn't want to break up the family, and how divorce is not part of their cultural upbringing and religious upbringing, and it's really hard and all that, and eventually they realized that's the best way possible, and this partner needs to be heard. This partner have been feeling unheard for a very, very long time, and so if that's you need that space. You need that, those hours, those like 15, 20, 30 hours to really give yourself an opportunity to say things you never had a chance to say in a safe manner. And I can help the partner who is receiving it to receive it in the best way possible, and as hard as it can get, to process those hurts for this partner. Also, the partner who is shocked, who didn't know that things were so bad, kind of who was not the one to make the final decision, needs a lot of help to process this grief. There are a lot of emotions happening: the anger, frustration, denial, grief, depression, right? It's like all of this happening is like kind of like that. It's not one stage after another. So if that's you need that support during this process. When couples say like, when we work together, let's say for some time, for 3 months, and then they decide to break up, and they say like, okay, like we're done with marriage counseling, we're breaking up. Like, that's always very shocking to me, and I have to educate a couple that this is actually the time where they need most counseling if they want to do it right by themselves, by their children, by their hearts, and to not stop getting support. It doesn't have to be with me; it can be with with another therapist if that's a problem. But to learn the skills, to grow from this experience, to evolve, so that you don't repeat the same patterns and mistakes again in the future is the key.